Howdy, folks, and good afternoon. It done warmed up here in East Texas, but we'll get right to it. Look, I got several comments and several instant messages about my feed and my feed mixer. Disregard the music in the background. Lord only knows what's fixing to come across my playlist. My playlist kind of sounds like Amy Winehouse picked up Tupac and headed to a Bob Wills concert in Mexico or something. So disregard my playlist. But that's what these videos are about. Send me questions. Send me comments. If it's a whole bunch of negative comments, obviously I'm gonna skip over that. I ain't got time to argue or fight with nobody. If you do it different, hey, keep doing what works for you. But for any beginners out there that are young person that's just trying and don't know, send me questions. If I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know. If you want to know how I do it, I'll do my very best to explain it. So I had several questions about my feed mixer. Hey, what in the world you got going on with your feed mixer? So I'll explain my feed mixer real quick. This is in response to a lot of messages I got from my feed mixing video. So make a long story short, I went and bought a feed mixer. You can buy one at Tractor Supply for under $200. You can find one on Facebook Marketplace for probably $50. I mounted a wall outlet, ran my wire into the wall because that's how I wanted to do it. I like things to be nice, easy, and clean. I'm all about easy. That's why I have a roller down here from Tractor Supply. When I get ready to drop my feed, I can take my bucket that I use on the yard, put down there, and guess what? I can roll this anywhere I want to for $7. Easy. Every place has a thing. Everything has a place. The drill I use to mix my liquid feed with, a scoop, measuring cups, you name it. I like things to be in its place. That way I don't have to go hunting for it. My mixer itself, I don't know a whole lot to tell you here. Look, I took the legs, cut them off. I welded me some brackets on. I put me a piece of flat bar back there, drilled me some holes in it, and I mounted it to the wall. Mounted it to the studs in my feed barn. And there's nothing under it except this one brace. I put a brace under there that goes to the ground. And to kind of help it so that it's not pulling on the wall all the time. But I put a piece of angle iron in the top, mounted it flush with the lip. Mounted it flush with the lip. Took an old, what are we going to call it? We're going to call it a speed bump ahead sign that I found. And drilled me a hole in it. Welded some washers together. And bolted them on. And on this piece of angle iron, I put me a threaded bolt through here and welded it on. So I can take the top, put the top on. I took a nut that corresponds to the same size as this bolt, welded me two little wings on it, and I can tighten the top up on it. I can turn my feed mixer upside down. No feed comes out. Turn it sideways, turn it on. Voila, you mix your feed. Again, I'm all about easy. I'm all about efficiency on the homestead. Work an hour today so that you don't have to work 10 minutes every day for 5 years. Turn that 10-minute job into a 2-minute job. At the end of 5 years, you've gained time. This nut with the wings on it has a place. This top has a place. I don't have to worry about it. And that's my feed mixer for less than $200 and 3 or 4 hours worth of work, maybe 6 hours worth of work. I don't mix feed up in a bucket with a shovel. I don't mix up feed in a wheelbarrow with a pitchfork. I don't have that stress. I made this. This is where I mix feed. 50-pound sack, a half of another 50-pound sack, which is 25 pounds, and then 3 gallons of a base feed. I mix about 100 pounds at the time, and I can mix 100 pounds of feed in 3 minutes, and boom, there you have it. That's my feed mixer. Hope this helps.